Ooh. Hey YouTube, welcome back. We're doing a different video today. We're going to get my Razor. I got it stuck on the hillside, so we're doing some off-road recovery. If you can see behind us, we got the four-wheeler back there on the trailer. I was driving up to look at getting a new water tank placed up above our cabin, and it's a pretty steep hill. And I was coming back down, and a rock rolled out from underneath my tire, and I slid into a tree a little bit. So without the winch working on the Razor, which you guys didn't know, but the winch doesn't work on the Razor, I've got to get the four-wheeler up there so I can pull the Razor back up out of the tree, and we'll show you what it's like. Hopefully I don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes, but we'll show you some of the stuff along the way. So got to get through that there gate, and we'll continue on. Hopefully you can hear me over the four-wheeler. We got you loaded up here. I got some snatch blocks on the truck that I'm gonna bring up with us, because we're gonna have to definitely snatch block to a tree. The Razor's at least twice as heavy as the four-wheeler. But first we'll drive down to a spot where we can see the Razor from down here. And it doesn't look bad from down here. But I can guarantee you it's worse than it looks. 3 snatch blocks, the winch on the four-wheeler, and a 30-foot strap hopefully will get us there. There, that's the Razor. It does not look bad from here at all, and it's not the worst ever, but it is stuck in that tree. And then the ground's so steep right there that when you stand up you just kind of start slipping around. So we'll drive the four-wheeler up there, get in a good spot to winch from, and we'll just pull the rear end of that machine. It's sitting about like this. We'll just pull the rear end up, and then it can drive down and out and be fine. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes to recover that. We're literally as far as the four-wheeler has the power and speed to get up and traction. You really can't tell. There's the top of the cabin right there. You really can't tell how steep it is. The camera just doesn't do it justice. But if I was to go to the side and we use a tree for level and I quit trying to fall, I'd say we're at least 30 degrees. So there's the Razor. We might try going to that tree there with the snatch block. Tie the strap to the back of the machine. Let's try getting up there. Basically, I was crossing around in front of the tree and it's coming down right here, and I hesitated and a rock rolled out from underneath my back tire and the machine slid down. It looks way worse up here than it does from down there, but the machine slid down to where the cutout in the roof rack is stuck on the tree. I mean, the Razor, honestly, I wish I had a level to show you, but that's pretty level right there. So it shows how steep the Razor is. So, anyways, you can see the tree. I just slid into it. I don't know where the rock went. One of those rocks down there slid out from underneath my back tires and it moved me over about 2 feet. It's rained pretty good since I was up here last, but that's where my rear tires were, or my driver's side tires, my passenger side tires were here. And I just slid into that tree. So, rained so much that my paper towels in there are ruined. Hopefully this has enough battery power to start. Oh, crap. We have to go get a jump pack. Well, walk down to the cabin and get a jump pack, I guess. See if we can do this without falling. I think it'd be nice if we get the four-wheeler up here higher. There's also a snatch block on the front of that machine. So, ooh, oh, almost went down. Gosh, I wish I had a level to show you just how steep this is. This is literally as far as a four-wheeler can drive. It's that steep. So maybe I get you in a tree and you can watch this. Hopefully the four-wheeler doesn't run out of gas on an incline like this. There goes the rest of my gas at that steep of an incline. too steep. In case you didn't take my word for it. So I'm gonna go grab a jump pack so we can start the Razor up, and then we'll figure out a winching path. We got a jump pack, that's the back of it. There's the front of it. Let's get up there to that Razor, see what we can do. So there's a winch right there used for plowing. It has no cable in it. So I don't know about newer model Razors, but this one you pop the driver's seat out, and the battery's right below it, right there. So, and it's really hard to get clamps to stick on these cables because of positioning. So let's see. There's on. You also have to put your foot on the brake. Okay. Sitting at this angle, we're basically out of fuel. So, let's see what we can do. I can feel that it's full of water, so my hands are gonna look good after this, I guess. There we go. That was harder than it should have been. This is my head not even upright. You guys are on top of the roll cage. That seems about level. But if you look, I just can't get the cage and the frame off this tree. I have no ability to turn uphill whatsoever. So I'm just stuck. So I wonder if we could get the winch from the four-wheeler hooked on that tree to the back of this machine and drag it. I want this machine in park though. That way if she comes loose, she doesn't come chasing me. Ugh. So I want the back end to pull up about 3 feet. And that winch isn't that long, but maybe the winch with the strap. Problem is the strap won't be able to fit through any of those snatch blocks. I don't know where to put you guys so you can watch. Turns out it's hard to find places to set a camera on a mountainside, but I'll maybe power you off until I get the winch pulled out as far as it'll reach. I have the winch going to a strap that's tied around a tree. This strap is tied loosely around the tree and tied in a bow line so it won't stitch up on the tree. And then I'm going to see if I can get the four-wheeler a little closer to the machine so I can use the cable the whole way, still with snatch blocks, but use the cable. Currently I have it stretched out the whole way, so I need to get at least 2 wraps on it right here so I don't rip it out of the cartridge, whatever that's called. So then get it wrapped up tight and then start pulling the machine higher so that we can pull the Razor.
just gonna tie the strap right off to the machine, and I can snatch block to that tree with where I've parked now. But I don't want this machine to be able to go anywhere, so I'm just gonna tie it straight to the tree. Once again, I'm gonna use a bow line because I trust the knot. We're gonna go right to my plow mount, which is bolted to the frame. So we're tied off to the tree, tied off to the plow mount. Now I can pull that winch out and go to that tree with the snatch block, and then down to the back of the razor. So let's get that rigged up real quick. Thought I had a strap in the razor, but I don't, so I'm gonna have to run down to the truck and grab one real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna use this larger snatch block just because a larger radius creates less resistance on the strap or on the cable. So I'm gonna tie the strap that I just grabbed around that double tree right there, and then the cable will go up to that tree, down to the razor, and then back to the tree. That's doubling the force that the four-wheeler has on it. Is gonna be twice as big between that tree and the razor, which should overcome the excess weight of the razor. I'm hoping just to get the rear end to slide, so let's see what we can do. Let's just set a couple small rocks to roll on so you can see what they do. Let's see, let's just pick this one. That's with zero push, really. Okay, so there's a pulley. Oh, that rope's not supposed to grab. Well, yeah, we'll leave that around the ball so it keeps the rope low and doesn't slide up. So the rope's like quadrupled up through there. Then the pulley is doubled up to the snatch block, then single from the snatch block to the four-wheeler. We have 2 wraps around the tree. Let's start the four-wheeler up and see what it does. Okay, so the winch is locked in. Four-wheeler sideways, as you can tell from your point of view moving. Working. I'm going to readjust the four-wheeler a little bit. slowly but surely that rear end is shimmying up. Just about clear of the tree. Okay, I have the four-wheeler. Where's my sunlight? I have the Razor where I want it, but the four-wheeler's in a pretty odd spot now. So I'm gonna get the winch pulled up to there and use the winch to kind of shimmy the back end of the four-wheeler up so I can get it turned around. I may end up tying that strap to the back of the machine and using the winch to pull the front end down, but I just want the machine tied pointing downhill before I let it loose. Right now, if I was to undo that strap there, it can't go anywhere because it's still attached to the Razor. So I'm gonna get the strap untied from the front and tied to the back so I can turn the four-wheeler around. Maybe it's easier to turn the four-wheeler around where the Razor is. Might rather do that. I'd rather have it tied to a tree. I don't trust it on this side hill. I ended up bringing the Razor down because it doesn't have a winch and it's nothing but a boat anchor up there, and I have plenty of trees to anchor to. So we got to walk back up, get the four-wheeler turned around, and came on down. The mess. This is where the four-wheeler and both Razor got stuck going up. The Razor can get the wheel speed up to climb this. The four-wheeler can't. So if I was looking eye line, that's my eye line. That's how much higher the four-wheeler is. Should tell you the elevation change. I'm in bad shape. Or this is really steep, you decide. Okay, so I'm gonna tie the winch off, get the winch anchored, and then I'm gonna move this strap to the back rack. Okay. One of the reasons I really like bow lines is they almost always come untied easy. I don't have enough slack on this one to make it super easy. Pull that winch in a little further. There we go. So I'm going to tie this to the back of the machine. We'll pivot the front down and the back up using the winch. Get this camera set up where it can see how amazingly this works. I give riding a four-wheeler down that a sketch factor of 9 out of 10 in my opinion. There might be people crazier than me, but we're out. There's a lot of way down that four-wheeler's only on 3 wheels. Now I gotta go up and get that other camera and strap and then put these machines away. Whew. That was an hour-long recovery. Not too shabby by myself. Definitely sketchy by yourself. But here's our view. You can see that trail over there maybe. That goes up to our sunset benches. We watch the sunset. You can see the cutout for my brother's cabin / trailer over there. There's my dad's cabin. So, pretty nice spread. I better get home. I'm running late. My wife doesn't know I'm here. So. Another upcoming video that may happen this summer, I hope. I built this gate a few years ago. I need to build another one very similar to it. This one's, I think it's 44 feet long, 40 feet maybe. The other one is about 30, and it's gonna be a single hinge. This one is kind of technically a triple because it hinges there, post down there, hinges there, and hinges there. So we can open just this portion, and this portion, just this portion, or we can open the entire 40 feet for tractors to get through. So I got to build another one like it on the other side of our property to keep the cows out, and I need to get that done this summer as well. So stay tuned for gate building.